Oh, hello, and welcome back to the sexy, sensual Stoke Career Mode. Yes, guys, thank you, and thank you guys for your continued support on this series. Every single one of these have just been astronomical. I did not know there were so many Stoke fans out there. If I had known, I would have done a Stoke Career Mode a lot before this time, because I'm really enjoying this team. I'm really enjoying it, guys. I'm going ahead doing the training. I'm getting it a little bit better in FIFA 16. I'm still not enjoying this game as much as I did FIFA 15. But hey, man, this is the product that we got. We can't complain all too much. But you will see, guys, in this career mode that FIFA 16 career mode is broken. At least on Xbox One, from what I could find. But there's a game-breaking glitch that occurs to me multiple times in this episode. It's only affecting apparently a small minority of the people who are using it, but I think I figured out the issue to it. But it's I don't know if it's game breaking, but it's super freaking annoying is what I could tell you guys. But look at this, you're gonna see it right here. I was amped. We're going up against Arsenal in this episode. Arsenal sits #1 in the league, while Stoke City, mighty Stoke, sexy Stoke sits in 5th place. We have been playing very well after a slow start. With 7 points, we are in this kind of like bundle of people with Manchester United and Swansea competing there. A win right here could boost us all the way up. So I go ahead, load up my roster, and then I get this blank screen. I get this black screen. I'm like, alright, this is this is a little bit awkward. I guess maybe I'll go on Google right now and what? And then I get kicked all the way to my my Xbox home screen. So I was like, well, that was weird. Maybe it was a one-time occurrence. I go back in, luckily save the game, go in, and it's a little bit awkward again. And yeah, so I totally restarted my Xbox One, did it all again, maybe, you know, kind of cleared the cache and did all this stuff, held the button down a whole bunch of time, still doesn't work. And I was just so frustrated because I was amped for the Arsenal game, and I was like, well, is there any way I can get past this game if you're just going to keep on sending me back? If the game keeps on crashing, let's see if we can actually sim the game. And as you can see right here, we have to go ahead, and it does work if you sim the game. But I was so frustrated, I wanted actual shot, but then I wasn't too frustrated when Diouf went ahead and scored, but then Walcott scored in the 26th minute, and we are playing them away from home, and simming seems to be the same, as the away teams have a huge advantage. In Arsenal, let's face facts, Arsenal is just a better team on paper than Stoke City right now in this career mode. But that was freaking annoying. That kind of pissed me off, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wanted to play. And the game was crashing and it's buggy, and I don't know how they let this bug be in there on release. And I was like, oh please, Lord, just let me play the game. I was having issues already. I'm not doing that well with the gameplay, but then I guess EA figured out. I was like, well, be honest, if you're gonna bitch about how shitty our gameplay is, then we're not even gonna let you play the game. And I'm like, you know what? That's a feasible strategy. And then we get to the screen. I'm like, oh my god, please let me play. Please let me play. Oh, it lingered there. It lingered on that black screen for a little bit long, and oh my goodness. The voices of angels is what those Mexican, technically El Salvadorian and Argentinian announcers' voices sounded like, because I'm actually in a game in career mode, and I'm not on my freaking home screen for Xbox One, and we are playing live. Diouf goes ahead, lays it off to Boyan, who is through, has a player on his hip, but still fires it home. Top bins, upper Benjamins for little Boyan. Oh my god, look at him. He is hideous. He is hideous. I swear to god, like, there are some improvements to this game, but I think they went backwards on the player models. They look so, their heads are so big, and their bodies are so skinny. They look like, you remember the ads? You remember those Nike ads that they had running during the World Cup where they were like animated? They kind of look like those guys. It's just a little bit like weird. Am I the only one that thinks like the player, like, and not the animation. The animations look great from on the side, but when you zoom in close, it's just their body proportions are kind of off. But look at this right here, danger movement right there. But Johnson able to throw off the Leicester defender just enough. But then it would be even more danger. Off the set piece, trickles all the way, and a horrible touch from my defender right there. Carries into the path of the striker, but who fires it right at Butland. Butland makes another save. And Deliat couldn't really get much on it, but now look at the strength of Shaqiri pushing inside, fires it across goal, and Boyan! How did he not finish? Just putting maximum force in that shot and just absolutely rocks it off the crossbar. And then look at this, I get absolutely wrecked. No foul. The play continues on. Kamarich is now inside. I got in the inside, but luckily Butland gets onto it, but we are not able to get it. And then Conte fires one from distance, and Butland is able to get to that one again. And with that, I had to bring in some fresh legs in the 70th minute, bringing in Arnautovic as well as I believe Affley. And now look at this, Affley laying it off to Saul, to Better Call Saul, our deadline day signing. But he just skies it over the rooftops. Over the rooftops there, but we will go ahead. We will take a gracious 3 points. We will take a gracious anything. We're just happy to be playing now. Like, oh my goodness. I was freaking out after that because I was like, okay, maybe the Arsenal game was just like this one-time occurrence or something. And a lot of you guys were saying, A, playing Municia as well as Train Shaqiri in shooting. I was listening to you guys, so I'll go ahead and I'll do that as we see this Capital One game is quickly approaching. And I'm not really bothered to play the Capital One Cup if I'm gonna be honest. I could live with or without it, but I was just like, you know, this career mode, I kind of want to focus more on, you know, the Prem League and the Capital One Cup. It barely gets you. I mean, you get a lot more money playing that preseason tournament. Like, that's technically more important than the Capital One Cup financially to help strengthen this team anyway. So I go ahead, sim it up against Crystal Palace right here, and we come out victorious. Well done to the lads right there. And as you can see, our scouts are finally back from a month of scouting, and I'm looking around and go, oh, hello, young Spaniard. Cesar Miguel, yes, I will. 92 potential. Could we go ahead and bring him in? And I wanted to simulate this game up against Bournemouth just because, you know, it's one of the lower tier teams, and I didn't want to go through the same headache that I went through Arsenal, and I felt like, oh, we could get away with it. So we are starting, you know, our second teamers a little bit cheeky in this. Maybe not the best of decisions as we go into halftime, and nothing is happening. Rich, oh my God, Richie has gone out with a red card. Surely we're gonna get one now. Surely we're gonna get a goal. Can we find a goal somewhere in here? And we cannot. Our team, I guess, was just too low rated to take out even Bournemouth. Really? Really interesting. And there we go. Training, more training Municia as well as success. And there we go. Paslak getting up, raising his overall rating to a 60. Very nice there. And then this happened. We're going up against Aston Villa. I thought, you know, let's play this. And boom! I get sent back. It kept on crashing, and I got frustrated. I looked on forums, and the glitch is this, guys. This is what you really need to avoid. I'm gonna make a video just on this glitch. And what happened was I had Saul in my opening in my starting 11, and the thing about Saul was we brought him on deadline day, and apparently this glitch only happens if you have a player on deadline day in your starting 11. So you can still use that player, but they can only come off of the bench. So I mean, it's not game breaking. You probably didn't make a million signings on deadline day, but, and I don't think this affects everyone. I'm the only one that I know out of the group of my friends that play that this affects. But pro tip, guys, sign everyone before deadline day. Sign absolutely everyone. Get all your business done early, which is also a good policy anyway. Don't impulse buy on deadline day. Just leave it for the next window and go ahead, because this glitch seems to only affect, I bought 2 players, Paslak and Saul, on deadline day, and unfortunately I can't use Saul, and I could have used the central defensive midfielder as freaking Sinclair just tears our booties a new one. Look at him just doing in number 17 for our team and going near post OP against Butland, and they have opened us up already, and I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming. It was like, alright, fucking EA, like, you don't let me play the game with the player that I bought. Your shit is glitchy. I'm frustrated with your passing system. And then you go ahead and take me out from behind. Absolutely horrific. Just absolutely a horror tackle from behind from a goal scorer of no less. And he gets a red card. This game, man. FIFA 16 is absolute bananas. I don't know if that's bananas in the good way or the bad way. I think right now the jury's still out, but it's a little bit of both. It just, I don't know what to make of the game right now, guys. I do not know what to make of the game, but I know that I will gladly take the red card right there and out of one of their best offensive players. And I'm going to go ahead and sit right here as the invisible spray is sprayed onto the pitch. We do have Shaqiri onto the ball right here, and I thought about, like, he's got decent free kick. But actually went around it. I've seen it. Another pro tip is not going over the top, but rounding around the wall has been very, very effective. So I'm going to go ahead, get a right-footed player in Arnautovic, who a lot of you guys seem to love. I go ahead, put in about 1.5 power, wrap it around. Still got it, lads. Still got it, lads. I think I'm going to be okay with free kicks this year. That hasn't changed immensely right there. You got to put a little bit less power, but look at the big man. The big man right there. Oh, Arnautovic, kiss the guns. And look, oh, just an absolute peach of a free kick around the wall. Brad Guzan, the American international #1, has no chance in the big number 10 for Sexy Stoke alone. Shows it's how it's done. And I guess the benefit to this glitch is essentially, guys, if you really wanted me to play like with players from Stoke, like not really change it up all that much, I literally have to play with them, or at least start with them now. It's not a game-breaking glitch, because I can bring Saul in off of the bench, but if Saul's my best player in a big crucial game, I don't want to start with a, you know, a lesser person and then just waste that sub early on. That seems silly. As we do bring in, speaking of Saul, we better call on him right now, as we are right here, 65th minute, going to get a little bit of fresh attacking. Saul into the game, the Game Breaker Saul edition, knocks it back over to Saul, who gets in, fires it, swings on the ball. Oh no! A horror miss. How did Diouf miss this effing game? He had an absolute open net, and Diouf, who is 81 finishing, and over, I think, like 80 strength, gets shrugged from behind and absolute misses the center of a century. And then I could get nothing else from the game. And then I could get, oh, this game. If I had a disc, I would break it at this moment. I was mad. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? The AIDS were real. The AIDS were real in this episode. I had to go drink a nice warm glass of milk afterwards. I had to just calm down, watch a couple episodes of Parks and Rec, and then come back to this later, because that was, this session was not the most fun that I've had playing FIFA, but I'm gonna suck it up, guys. I will be making that video, so guys, go ahead. Remember, do not buy anyone on deadline day. This might affect you. Right as of now, there is no patch for it. I've been spamming EA about this, but there's not many responses about it. Hopefully they fix this amongst a series of other things in this freaking game. But I'm going to be continuing on. I'm guessing we're going to be starting Saul on the bench. It's not that big of a deal. I will survive. And this Sexy Stoke Career Mode will go on as scheduled. So I have no fear there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my raging. If my ranting and raving was too much for you, let me know. Hit that dislike button, guys. I don't mind. I like the constructive criticism. I do not mind the constructive criticism. Most like, unlike, like EA. EA should take some constructive criticism. Like, fix your game so that it works. Because we paid $60 for it. I love you, FIFA. But this is like, come on, man. I don't know how this doesn't get past beta testing. Really? Come on. Anyway, enough of my rants. This has been your boy B-. I'm gonna go eat some chocolate and just sit in a bubble bath and just let it soothe off and enjoy the beautiful LA weather out here. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. My name's B-. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.